Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, my friend, they wrote between 90 to 110 years after Jesus. Paul wrote between 50 and 60 years after Jesus. So now, in order for them to have been disciples when they wrote, and Jesus was already 33 at that time, they would have had to have been 123 or 143. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they were not disciples. Secondly, I ask you, Matthew who? Mark who? Luke who? John who? How could four people that wrote separately, all of them forgot to write their last names? The third thing, not only did they forget to write their last names, but they began their chapters. Although they wrote separately from each other, they all started out the same. They all said, according to, according to, according to. Now, what's your name, sir? Paul. If you wrote me a letter or wrote your wife a letter, would you write according to Paul? No, you wouldn't. You would write your name at the end. And if you were asking for a debt that I owed you, you would write your last name and your address. The gospel writers, the alleged gospel writers, they didn't write a name, they didn't write an address, they didn't write a reference, and in the beginning of each one of their gospels, they said, according to, according to, according to, according to. No one knows who these people are who wrote those four gospels. They absolutely were not disciples.